Hello, my darling Scorpios, my fellow Martians. I am the Queen of Clovers, Aries, also ruled by Mars. Welcome to my channel. This is a full moon in Pisces reading, September 20th, today. I've been telling everybody it's the 22nd, but that's actually the first day of autumn. So usually when you make that error, that date's very important. Also, Scorpio, note that Halloween, which happens in your season, is going to be hot. It's going to be very critical right after the full moon in Aries, which is a Mars thing. Yeah, you guys are going to be lit, and I'm going to be there with you, as are your Aries buddies and pals. Okay, so this reading is a general reading for Scorpio for the full moon in Pisces. It is for anyone, anybody, or nobody. Cross-watchers, welcome. As with all tarot readings, please take what's yours and leave out all the rest. It'll be a 3-spread read. I'll do the Literary Witches Oracle, the Joie de Vie Tarot, and I will do the Emotions Cartomancy along with the Sexual Magic Tarot Cartomancy for an 18+ reading, which means everybody that's not 18 needs to leave now. Okay, let's just get going, because this Pisces full moon is all about dreams and mystery, and of course full moons are about seeing the real thing. So let's see. So you guys should be happy to know you've got the eye, which means you're very plugged into this full moon. Full moons are for seeing things. I just said that. But there's something about the noose here. The noose can mean bad things. It can mean death. It can be hung on. It could be like judgment card, like a finality. Let's get more clarity on that from the Circle of Life Tarot here and see where that's going, because I know it's creepy when you're like, oh, you could see your death, and you guys are kind of bummed sometimes about that, and that just means you have to make changes. You don't need to stress about those. It's just markers, and you know what, you should be scared about it, because that's why we change, right? Another 85-degree day here in Southern California, so it might be a little glistening. Yeah, you know something about yourself. You learn something critical about yourself. Not your death, maybe, but maybe a close call. Maybe your neck right on the noose before you get your reprieve. There's something here, Scorpio, where you know that you almost had it. You almost bought the farm. Kicked the bucket. You almost died. In some way, emotionally or physically or spiritually. This has spurred you to a new thought process with swords, a new beginning. But this is creating a new beginning for your life, not for your thoughts, for your philosophies, for how you're going to run your brain from now on, because the BB that you see here, it's the end of that. It's like shoo. I can protect myself with the sword now because I know better. I'm not messing with that crap anymore. Followed by the 8 of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you. The oracle portion of this reading has only said that. Walking away from what no longer serves you. Opening your life up to better things. And sometimes you guys feel like you don't get so deep that you can actually reach up to the heavens, Scorpio, and say, or whatever God thinks I deserve that might be better. Or even just anything better that the heavens want to bless me with. If we got everything we deserved, we'd be in trouble, right, Scorpio? You know what I'm talking about. You're them deep sign. You get into things. I don't know. I love you guys. I think you're my sister sign. Even though it's Libra is my cross sign, I figure like you guys are my sister sign because you're also ruled by Mars. So you get it. You're like, why is everybody sitting around? Even though I'm old and broken, I'm a little broken. Some of us are a little broken at 43, which I am. And, oh my dear Scorpio, we just don't know how to sit down yet. All right, let's pull some work. Love, shadow. Spread on the tarot here. See where your energy is going, because you're grasping control of something. You're grasping control of something philosophically. Nothing in your life may change, but everyone's going to say you changed. You may still have the same job, still say married to the same person, still say 8 of Cups in reverse again. in your work position, though. It means you feel sturdy in your job, which I did say you might stay in your job. Because this Tower is hitting you. Remember I said you're going to see something or, you know, have a dream about something where you lose everything you have that you bitch about. And suddenly you're like, no, I'll do anything to hold that Tower up. Anything. And you know what? The good Lord said, okay, stop deceiving yourself in love. You have a lot of Seven of Swords in reverses. You have a lot of love in your life, in the love position, that you could keep ignoring, or basically you keep saying you're not very grateful for, perhaps, or maybe you don't consider that real love because it's from your mom. Don't ever think that. God, that like broke my heart to think of. And my son, my first one's 23 and my baby's 16, so just to give you an idea of how long I've been a mom. But oh, that would break my heart if you believe that. But it does count. And you must embrace that. If you can't accept that, and you can't, indulge those relationships, and even work on those relationships, those are non-intimate relationships. If you can't manage those, how can you manage a deep love soul partner? And that's what Spirit is saying. Stop deceiving yourself about the fact that these relationships are indeed valuable. You do have people around you to support you, even though your Nine of Cups, your deepest heart's desire, is in reverse. Is your biggest shadow. Are we surprised that your big wish not coming true is in your shadow? But in your light position, the position of which we move the best this week, will be the Three of Wands. And next to that is the Devil, taking control. So you're planning, you're taking control. But this is like a thought control, a Knight of Swords control. Grasping your reality. You may just be really tired. You may just have been through the pandemic 6 times, because some of us have. This is just the reality that it's not a failure. Whatever you think is a failure, it is not. You're looking at it the wrong way because it hurts so bad. You need to sit down, and if you are alive right now, you need to remember it's not a failure. And you better figure out why it's a good thing and why you're left living. Otherwise, you wasted a life. Yeah, you should have died. I tell that to people all the time, and they look at me shocked, and they're not suicidal. So if you're suicidal and you heard that, yes, find out why you're alive, and then you won't be suicidal anymore. Try everything. I'm literally like everything, even being the street sweeper controller if you have to. If you're that sad, it will help. And the Knight of Coins in reverse is your light position towards work, though. And that's because you've got steady pay. There's something about steady work, steady pay here. Maybe not the promotions you want, maybe not the big bonuses you want, maybe you're not the salesman you want, maybe you want to moonlight to get those opportunities. But this is like the work that gives you your health insurance, that pays the rent, that keeps the lights on, that keeps the wolf away from the door in your life. So you have like this control of your finances and your work, and so you've actually been able to, steadying your workship kind of thing, has enabled you to look at your family, and especially your family was a big deal in the love reading here, and shake up your life to just be happy. Honestly, Scorpio, you're not going to like this, but I have the Strength card. I doubt it's a Leo in your energy, because this is you wrestling the cat. This is you taking power over the cat, overcoming the beast. It's like, I don't like to say this to Scorpio, because I'm afraid of what you might say to me back, but you were acting like a little bit of a, girl's blouse and all that. The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, that movie is stuck in my head. It's hilarious. Not for children, can watch it and enjoy it, but they won't get all the jokes and the dialogue, kind of like Muppets, but it's hilarious. So you realize maybe you weren't coming in as strong as you could, as you needed to kind of perk things up and maybe get things moving again. Perhaps it's a family, perhaps it's just your day-to-day kind of like base life, and you're kind of like realizing that that's where you're going to open up for the love to come in. And so that's the perfect opportunity to move on to the love portion of this Scorpio full moon reading. Let's see, who is your person? Let's see some clues about your person, Scorpio. It could be a fire sign, but You know, since you're ruled by Mars, this King of Wands does make me think it could be another Martian in Aries, since I brought it up so much today. And with the Two of Wands is will we or won't we? Is this going to happen with this Aries? Yeah, there's going to be a move. And it is going to free you up for something fun. Oh, I have this exact energy, so it must be that Mars thing, honeys. You're going to get freed up again, and when you make your moves, an Ace of Diamonds, this person is going to be there with you. Because they're going to share it with you, because they're just as ready to open up and start over in a very crisp, clean way. This King of Wands here, because it has that Martian energy, it feels like you. It feels like them watching you, or somebody wanting to come in to be with you. So let's pull those sexual tarot cards. See what they're feeling about you. See what your sexual intimate partner, this is a sexual intimate partner reading. We'll see. There's a possibility here of something, and it's new, and it's like this person can lift burdens away from you that you didn't realize. And you're just like, of course I want to work with you. Of course I want this to happen. And it's almost like instead of working harder, remember I told you you've been working hard, but you maybe not as strong as you could be, that there's something about that detail that this person is going to notice immediately, because they're going to be part of your helpership. That's the kind of spouse you want. I was talking to my sister about the Good Earth, the book. I mean, he should have been very more respectful of that spouse that popped out a baby and went back in the field to help him. Knight of Pentacles, but in reverse, kind of speeding things up. Things need to get moving. This is the sex portion of it. It could be a different person. This is the Knave of Wands. Yeah, there is a, once you kind of get this thing moving, this change about you moving, it's going to be virtually impossible to not attract either new love or current love. And mostly, this person just wants to hold you in their arms. They want you to relax. They want you to bend the way you like to bend. There is definitely something about long hair here, either yours or theirs, but they love to like look into your face, or even just like your chest or your heart, male or female. They really feel like they can just hold you, and it would be just so restful. This is not a very sexual reading. This is a very sweet reading of that. There has been a lot of hesitation. It could be why I didn't think that King of Wands, I thought that King of Wands was a family member, even though I talked about bringing in this in a love reading. It probably isn't. It's just that this person loves you so much that you will actually have them as a family member and a intimate partner. Does that make sense? They will become part of your family, which means you'll probably marry them. There will be at least be some long-term blending of fortune and lives going on here, and it will be just what they need. And really, it is just to be in your arms, to trust that you will keep them warm, to trust that you will speak honestly with them. They are just wanting to give so much to you. Specifically, they have a thing for your lips as well. You know how I told you, like, I was like, oh, they like you're looking at your chest. It's like this portion of you, like the portion they fell in love with. I'm getting that a lot this week. That every, you know, like if you only see somebody at work or school, sometimes you only see, especially if you've only met them in Zoom, you only see this portion of them, like, to start for some reason or other, either because they're covered up in lab gear, or they're, you know, you're in the office, so you're all in sweaters or whatever, and so you haven't really gotten a good look at much of you, and they just cherish, like, I used to only have this much of you, your Zoom profile, in love with you. And sometimes when they think of having you and being in your life on a regular basis, they think about how it began with just this small kind of portion of you. It's very sweet. It's very sweet, but they are coming in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let me pull some more of these love cards here, because it says they're coming in to just really grab hold of you. 8 of Cups. If you do anything today, Scorpio, please Google the 8 of Cups meaning to a Scorpio, because here it is again. The 8 of Hearts. This is way about walking away from what no longer serves you, but it's also drinking the cups, even if they're poison. Drinking somebody's bath water, being so in love with them, being so fascinated by it. Right now you're deciding about where you're going to go and where you're going to stay. I think this is a stay one. 7 of Swords in reverse. That is the second time, and in a love thing. 7 of Swords reversed is no more lying to each other, or, you know, you're lying to each other if you're not telling each other how you really feel, or you're withholding information from each other, such as, I miss you, or, you know, something like, I love you. That would be lying, but that's over. It's coming to a head, and it has to happen. You might not have had sex with this person, or it might have just not gone in. Yeah, withholding. More withholding energy. That's a 4 of Pentacles. Needs to speak. Somebody needs to truth it out with each other. And of course we know, I'm sure you can figure out who this is. Sometimes they have to close their eyes to be with you because you are just that wow to them. Like they cannot believe this person. If this person gets you, Scorpio, I just can't see anything else happening, because like I said, this person knows as they're falling in love with you that they want to stand by you and you want to stand by them and work it out. I'm not talking about bickering. I'm talking about just life, and just enjoy basic life together. And don't think that that's not a vocation, to have a family and to bear children and populate the world and just enjoy raising children and being a family. That is part of the energy plan of life, a good one too. So and there should be sex involved. I went to Catholic school, but I had a teacher that said, you'll love getting married, sex anytime you want, because that is true for Catholics mostly. Alright, thank you for sharing your energy for me, Scorpio. Wild read for that full moon. I don't feel a lot of lunacy, but still keep an eye out for the crazies, because, you know, full moons, right? Be safe, my Martians, my fellow Martians, and I will see you next week for the short read. Have a good one. Oh, if you're enamored by my reading, please like and subscribe, because, you know, I gotta push my channel. I don't want to charge you guys money, and I don't charge money for anything. So if anybody charges you money, it's not me. Like, subscribe, share, comment. That's the best way to help my channel. I love you guys. That was a really good reading.